One of my channel subscribers recently asked me to talk a little bit about Quest for Camelot because they noticed the Ruber statue sitting on this shelf behind me. Yes, and here it is. This little head was made. It was actually made by Carla Thalberg, very, very talented artist. You can see her name down there. And this is what we used to call a maquette back in the old days. And the reason that these were made for the 2D films was so that you could learn to draw the character from any angle. So let's say Ruber is kind of looking down at you kind of angrily, and you as an animator, you don't know how to draw it, you don't know how to get the jawline right, you don't know how to get the angle of the cheeks right. So the idea with these things was that it would help you to get the drawing. And I was the lead animator on Ruber. And it was, I've got to say, it was really a fun experience. And probably a lot of you out there thinking, well, Quest for Camelot, that was not the greatest animated film ever made. And I'll agree with you, it wasn't, but it wasn't a terrible movie either. And it has some really nice work in it, some really beautiful animation. The stuff that Dan Wagner did, for example, on Devon and Cornwall, the two-headed dragon, is really beautifully done. And I was proud of the work I did on Ruber. I got to work with Gary Oldman, who's an incredibly talented actor, and gave a terrific performance. And I was lucky enough to attend the recording session for that. And I actually got to draw him. Sadly, I didn't keep my sketches. I wish I had. But I did lots and lots of little thumbnail sketches of Gary doing the lines in the booth while he was being directed by director Frederic Duchot. And so he gave a terrific performance, and as an animator, if you begin with a great voice performance, that gives you a huge advantage. And so with Ruber, I started out with a great actor, so it was tough to go wrong in a way. And then I added my own stuff, like kind of giving him a slightly kind of villainous, campy walk. It was a kind of wobble head walk, so he was kind of, as he walked, kind of not campy exactly, but it was more just like almost like a gangster walk, I guess. Like he kind of had this strut. And there was some other stuff I was able to do. I gave him a kind of a twitching eye, which I pinched from Herbert Lom in The Return of the Pink Panther, when he develops this twitch whenever he says Clouseau, his nemesis. And so I had a lot of fun on that film. I mean, even though it wasn't a film that necessarily came out as well as we all hoped in the end, you know, sometimes you get to work on a movie and you just have a ball making it. And it's the only time I've ever had a lead role animating a villain. And it was just a blast. And I worked with some really talented, fun people. And Frederic was a lovely director to work for, and always really clear in his direction and really understanding, and would always, you know, allow me to try stuff out, which is some directors won't. So in fact, many directors won't. So it was a great experience. So I would say overall, Quest for Camelot has a fond place in my memory of animated movies.